Oh, hi, Medusa. How are you? Please come in. How are you doing, darling? Oh, wonderful, wonderful. What are you doing here? I don't think we have you booked today, do we? Let me check. Let me check in our books here. Okay, so I see here 2 o'clock, and then we have 2:30, 3:30. We got a little break here. And what time did you say? Okay. Oh, there you are. Okay. So, Medusa, darling, I have a few things to talk to you about. I know, you expected this, but, I can't let you in unless we talk about this, okay? All right, so the last few times you were here, I just have to say, I would appreciate it if you did not petrify more people. I understand it is kind of like a temper thing. You have a hard time controlling it. And I know that you've been going to anger management therapy. I think that is brilliant. That's wonderful. I believe that people can change. But we've had too many employees now. Have had to tell their family the bad news. They've had to have funerals, and it's really costly for us as a company. And we have all types of mythical creatures, from gorgons to ogres to elves, that sort of thing. But we do have to draw the line somewhere. So this time we're letting you in because you are a very good customer. You don't come in very often, but we really like you. We appreciate you, and we try to believe in people when they want to change. But I will be the one cutting your hair. Okay, I know you prefer Glinda, but Glinda, unfortunately, she has a wedding to go to, and she does not want to be petrified before the wedding. So, and of course, I am resistant. So it. Oh yeah, of course, yeah. I am resistant. So I tend to take on some of the harder cases here. It does. It's not very comfortable for me to be petrified. Just letting you know. So don't let that. No, just because I'm resistant and you petrify me, and it creates a little bit of exfoliation on my skin, doesn't necessarily mean that I want that. So I'm just trying to tell you to be a little careful, okay? So, with that said, let's address the hair, or the snakes, right? So, yes, hi Kyle, hi Linda, hi Bethany. How are you guys doing? Yeah, okay. So, what do you want to do with your hair? You're not sure? Okay, well, I do have a lot of all of the different styles that you've had before. We can go look through, see what you wanted. So the first time you were here, it does look like you asked for a bob. Now, the bob did look like it was difficult. It was, of course, one of the first few times that we, cut your kind of hair, and because your hair is very wriggly, it didn't really come out quite right, because a bob is very straight cut. And of course, it's not chic anymore. It's not really in fashion anymore. But you also wanted to stay away from that. So I see another time that you got layers. What about layers? Layers is very in right now. You don't want layers. Okay, well, why don't you want layers? Okay, I see. Well, just because your snakes don't like being on top of each other doesn't mean that they you are their owner, I guess. You should be able to. Okay, I'm sorry. I don't know how these things work. And I understand your hair is like hydras. If once you cut one, more come out. So, listen, I understand. I went to beauty school. Okay, so, okay. Well, the last time you were here, you asked for a nice, a bang, plus sort of a blowout, and just a trim. Is that what you want? Okay, so just a trim and touching up your bangs and whatnot. Okay. Okay, I can do that. I can definitely do that. Okay. Okay, well. Let me take a look at what we're dealing with here. Okay, so. Kyle, I need you to move aside a little bit. I just need to look at the roots here, okay? It's very scaly. Are you experiencing a little bit of shedding? A little bit of dandruff? Yes, okay. I have just the cure for that. I think it's going to be very, very good for you here. Your baby bangs here, that's what we're working with. They did grow out a little bit, didn't they? Yeah, it's getting in your eye when the hissing's happening. It gets in your eye. I can totally fix that. Are you attached to any of these snakes and the bangs? Okay. And when it comes to the sides, you want me to trim it? Do you want a little bit? Because of course, as Medusa, you do have very thick hair, and so I imagine that some thinning scissors, is that something that you would like? No. Okay, that's totally fine. And of course, just because we didn't really know that you were coming in today. I mean, we did have an appointment for you, but I didn't know you were coming in today. However, just as I was extra cautious, so I made sure not to put any mirrors around. I understand how that makes you feel. So, no mirrors, okay? All right, so first thing I'm going to do, I want to address the main parts of your hair first, okay? So no, we're gonna clip away your baby bangs. I understand it's going to sort of strangle some of the snakes in your bangs. They're just gonna have to deal a little bit. The other snakes will have to breathe for them. Yes, that's right, Brenda. You are 100% correct. You have to be gulping air from now on. Okay. Okay. So let's go ahead here. I have a few clips I'm going to use, but first clip here, I need to actually, it might be more useful to brush back the hair and then like that and then in. Okay. I know it's a little painful, but it's really important because we need to be able to see what we're working with, okay? So next up here, let's get this and just, okay, wonderful. All right, next one. And I think these are gonna be more useful here because some of your baby bangs, they're just like, they're really skinny. Yeah, I know. Okay, so just, okay, and there. Very good. Okay, and we have this. Where did the brush go? There it is. Okay. What's the last one here? Okay, great. Okay, how are you feeling so far? Good? Okay. Now, I know, it's a little spooky. Brenda, calm down. Kyle, calm down. It's going to be a little bit of pain, but think about the beauty, right? What is pain? Sorry, what is beauty without pain? So please relax. And I'm Medusa. I know that you're going to be okay with this, but I am going to just take little snips. Don't worry, we have someone on duty to make sure that they catch all the blood and and when the new like snake heads come out, you can just let us know. We can come back and trim them again, of course, if it comes up too fast. It's free of charge. You ready? Okay. So let's just here. Let me just. Yeah. How's that? No, Brenda, don't stop crying. Okay, great. She stopped crying now. Okay. Yeah, it's just little trims. You feeling better, Medusa? Yeah, I understand. So how's dating life, Medusa? Not good. How many have you petrified? Only 3? Oh. You're doing so much better. Honestly, I'm impressed. Listen, I understand. It can be very, very difficult. I mean, these days it's kind of difficult to like get on the hookup apps, the dating apps, and just trying to figure out what people want and what they don't want, and it can be very infuriating when people are not honest. Kyle? Okay, thank you. There we go. So, I imagine that you're not dating anybody right now. Okay. There's this lovely Gorgon. He comes by every so often. He has not petrified anybody. I know. I was really impressed. So I could set you up. I could. I mean, it's truly, it's. I think that you can. Okay, listen. I'm not trying to offend. It's not a situation. Just because I know two Gorgons doesn't mean that I think they work together. But I do think that this guy might be good for you. Okay, trust me. Trust me. Okay. Anyway. I don't want to tell you his name because you're not gonna like his name. Yes, his name is like one of your snakes on your head, but give me a break. You have many. Who names their snakes on their head? I mean, most Gorgons that come by, they just don't. They don't even give names to their snakes. Instead, they treat them like objects. And you have this like very, you're very attached to the snakes on your head. And so I understand that's why you don't come here very often. And when you do, it's a little bit of an issue, but you're doing wonderfully. Okay. Okay. I'm thinking that this is looking pretty good for now in terms of trimming the edges. Now let's go ahead and trim your bangs, and then we'll deal with the dandruff. Okay. So to trim your bangs, I first have to get rid of the clips here to let it come down. There we go. And here. Okay. Okay. So as I'm looking at your bangs here, oh, they're a little feisty bangs. Okay, so here's what I'm thinking. I'm thinking I have to use these little scissors here, and they're going to cut through some of the bangs, but it's a harsh bang is not very good. So here's what I can do. We have a very specialized tool here. It's going to curl some of your bangs, particularly some of these snakes. They're going to coil in a very beautiful way. Okay, yeah, we'll go ahead and do that after I cut it. Okay, so stay still for me, Medusa. Okay, and have you watched anything lately? No. Listen, I'm so sorry. That was really insensitive of me. I understand it's really hard for you to watch media because you end up petrifying people through the screen, and so they just end up getting petrified, huh? Yeah, I understand. It's really difficult for people like you. That was so stupid of me. I'm so sorry. Look at me showing just some of the racism that I have. It's just not. I am so sorry. It's, I'm showing a little bit of my internalized racism going on here. I just didn't realize that you would petrify people through the screen. It's just completely slipped my head. I'm so sorry. So anyway, I'm gonna shut my mouth, and I'm just gonna cut these little baby bangs here for you. Is she? Who's this little snake you've got here? Oh, you like her? Sarah? Okay, well, do you need me to cut Sarah? Should I leave her? No, you like the silence after a haircut? Okay, yeah, just there she goes. No more Sarah. Okay, so let's go ahead and coil some of these bangs here. So just there we go. Okay, and then just here. Okay, and okay, now they're perfect coils. So what I'm going to do is just that way you're able to it's a little bit fluffy. Yeah. Okay. Perfect. Okay, so let's deal now with your with the sort of scale shedding that's going on now, we've had a little bit of issues with this in the past because, you know, a lot of people don't know, a lot of Gorgons in particular don't know how to deal with this sort of thing, right? So what we want to do is when you're in well, we have a product here, okay? This is my own personal formula. And what we're going to do is I'm going to use this. We do sell it. It's very, very cheap. You know, it's only like $399.99. So yeah. So $400 total, you know, plus tip if you want to. But what's going to end up happening here is I'm going to use some of this, and when you get in the shower and you wash your hair and your body, you're going to put some of this in your hair and really work it through the roots, okay? You want to make sure that you're getting the scales like down there, okay? And I understand it can be really itchy, but you really shouldn't be scratching it, okay? Because if you scratch it, what ends up happening is that it really just irritates it, okay? So you want to use the pads of your fingers, so like that. Not like this, like that, okay? So I'm just going to put some right now. Yes, it's very, very good. Oh, that's my secret formula. I'm not going to tell you. Medusa. Just a little bit more, and then I'll rub it in for you. Okay. Okay, and okay. Okay, and then I'm just going to there we go. Yeah, just using the pads of my fingers here to rub it right through. There you go. Yeah. Okay, very good. How's that feeling, Medusa? Very good. Oh, I'm glad you're liking it. I mean, if I'm being honest, you have been a perfect client so far. You know, aside from, you know, your little bit of sensitivity when it comes to, oh, I'm so sorry. No, I meant your very valid, you know, calling out of my behavior. I'm so sorry. No. I don't think you're overreacting at all. I personally think that when I mess up, I try to take a step back and try to think about what I have done and what I've been doing wrong. Of course, I don't think that I do anything wrong, but, you know, sometimes I think other people do things wrong. So it's possible that in other people's minds, they think that I've done something wrong, but clearly I haven't done anything wrong. So okay. All right. So, okay. How are you feeling, Medusa? Good? Okay, well, the guy's name is Kyle. I don't know if you remember, but yes, I did kill Kyle on your head, but that's okay. Now there's another Kyle. Okay, so I'm gonna give you his number. And I'm gonna give him your number. Okay, I do think you guys are gonna hit it off. I can set up a date for you guys if you want, or if you want to just start, you know, communicating through text first. I could. Text isn't very good. Okay, I'll set it up for you. I'll make sure it's in a place with no mirrors. I know you don't like mirrors. Other Gorgons don't really have a problem with mirrors. Is there a reason why you don't? Okay, too personal. Okay then. Well, with that, do you want to purchase some of this? Okay. Well, I will leave that with you then. Yeah, you can have the half-empty bottle. I think that's more than enough for $400. So, yeah. Otherwise, I think that we are good to go then. Okay. Okay. Oh shoot, I forgot to give you the number. So I'm just texting it to you real quick. Oh, you got it? Okay. Wonderful. Okay then, well, I hope you have a good one. And tell me how it goes with Kyle, okay? Okay then. Well, bye.